try, but not me, not me. They say slow down, son, take your time. But I was born running every stop sign. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight. Every doubt just feeds the flame. Every scar reminds me why I came. I've been broke, I've been blessed, carry faith in an empty chest till now. The stars are down like good old friends, saying, boy, don't stop where the sky just ends. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight.
Hey guys, welcome back. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but I fell out of the sky and landed in a forest. Not really sure what that was about, but it kind of, I don't know. It was freaky. Anyway, how y'all doing? Hope everyone's good. As you can see, I started messing around with the corn to try to figure this out because I was having some trouble with the header. It's still not as fast as I'd like it to be, and I'm not really sure why. But it might be the harvester is too small for the density of the corn. Corn. Oh, thanks. How are you? Hey, Jewel the Jet. I'm good. How you doing? Nice to see you. Anyway, so I noticed there's corn straw. It's not straw. I'm not corn straw. It's just straw. There's apparently on all of these crops on this map, there appears to be straw. It says corn when I go up to it, but it doesn't really, because if you look, it doesn't really show straw at all. It just, I don't know, it's weird. It's just straw. I don't know why we're getting corn straw. But hey, you know what? I mean, it's straw. Maybe we can use it for something. I don't know. I think there's still straw in the other fields too that I need to pick up. I can't remember if I did it or not, actually. I think it's still there. That's good. I'm okay. Well, I'm glad you're okay. So, yeah, so I figured I'd go back to Ohio tonight. We were on my map the other night, and I just thought we'd go back here and keep working on Ohio. Because we started it here together, so let's keep going. I really like this map. I really, really enjoy this map. There's another one that he is working on that's going to be Eastern Washington, which is, I grew up in Western Washington State, but it's just a very similar area. So I'm definitely going to have to give that one a try when the time comes. But it hasn't come out yet. Anyway. I don't think anyway. Alright, do let me know if something is too quiet or too loud. I'm not really sure. I did make a couple of quick adjustments tonight that I think are going to be better, but just let me know. And away we go. Turn that straw on so we have it. There we go. Sound good? Okay, cool. Cool. Is it kind of hit or miss some nights, you know? It's hard to know. And some nights I struggle with it being too loud in my headset, and then I'm like, why is it so loud in my headset? But I haven't figured out a way to kind of fix that yet without going back to like a mixer or something, and I don't have the equipment to set up or the time to really fight with like a software right now. So for now, it's just going to be a constant. Can you hear it? Can you hear me? Okay, good. That's what I got to do. I thought that was a pond over there. It's fog. It's low-lying fog. I thought that was a pond. That's funny. Anyway, so it's Friday. For most people, that means look at that. Look at how cool that harvester is. Anyway, for most people, that means the end of the week. For me, that means the beginning of my busiest time of the week. But that's okay. Where the heck did that come from? Look. There's a bale in there. It must have come from the other field. I bet it rolled down the hill. I bet it did when I was baling it the other day. That's funny. I didn't even see it in there. But anyway, so I figured I'd get a stream in tonight because Saturdays are likely not going to happen. Sunday night is the next best time for me. So Sunday night maybe. But I figured we'd get together tonight and just kind of have a little fun. Yeah, I love that machine. I drove one of those in high school. Growing up in Washington State, we had a lot of there's a big cannery out there in the town I lived in, and they did a lot of the harvesting of the local fields for farmers, specifically pea fields and some other vegetables too, but the pea fields were the big one that they did a lot of. And so in the summertime we could go to work for the cannery as long as you had a driver's license. You had to be old enough to have a driver's license, and you could take their class and learn how to do all the things you need to do safely, and then you could go run a harvester out in the fields for the summer. So I did that for a couple of summers, and we had these really nice pea harvesters that were like this. They had the levelers on them, and you'd be running alongside a hill that was, I mean, a pretty steep hill, and the machine would just be as level as could be. It was the strangest thing. UWOPS GGGS, what? What? Ethan, have you been drinking? Whoa, whoa, no, that's not the right lane. I just go with hi. Good, because I have no idea what he said. WSP means what's up short term, and GGS means Grandpa's Game Shed. Alright, I got it now. That's a little confusing at first, man. Oh gosh. Well, y'all that are over here on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me. That helps a huge amount. And all y'all that are over here on Twitch, do whatever you do on Twitch. Hi means hello, right? Oh gosh. How's Wheels tonight? Yeah, this is the rural farmlands of Ohio. It's made by, I'm gonna say, Happy Gaming. I think that's how you say it, but it's PAPE Gaming or modding. I can't remember which gaming or modding. It's on the Mod Hub. He's got 4 or 5 maps on there, and they're all real nice. Oh gosh. Yeah, the grandkids decided they were gonna watch a movie tonight. And I don't know what, they had some goofy slapstick thing on, and I was like, I think I'm gonna go stream. I'm gonna go play my game and stream and get away from this. Cannot stand slapstick comedy. I don't know why. I just don't love it. So y'all get stuck with me tonight because my grandkids decided to watch some stupid movie. Nah, I was coming down anyway, but he gave me an excuse. Oh gosh, I was driving down the road today. I got to tell you guys this because it was funny. Driving along, minding my own business, as you do. And I see this guy coming up the sidewalk on his little electric scooter. Now, there's a lot of these things running around here, and I don't know why they drive them here, but they have it's like a scooter like you'd stand up on, but it has a seat post on it, and it has a seat mounted on it. And these guys will ride them around town. I think it's guys that don't have licenses. This guy's coming up the sidewalk, and as I look over, I see he's got this bulldog. And the bulldog is sitting on the place where your feet would normally go. And the guy's got his legs on either side of him so he doesn't fall off. And he's just tooling along, going up the sidewalk like it's every normal day. And the dog's just sitting there riding along. Oh man, it made me laugh. I wish I'd had a camera with me. Well, I had my phone, but it's not that easy to pull my phone out quickly while I'm driving, right? So probably not safe to either, to be honest. But it just struck me so funny. Sometimes you see goofy stuff like that, it just kind of makes your day. Anything new going on anywhere? Anybody got anything big coming up? Any news we need to know about? Any questions about anything? Throw them at me. Go ahead. Oh, wait, don't throw them. But you know what I mean. Nothing, huh? All right. Oh, I posted a picture in Discord. Somebody shared it. I don't remember who it was. It might have been. I think it was Goham. I think. But when will we see you playing on your map? That was the other night. You missed it. I'm gonna try to do a little bit of like this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, because I don't want to just stick to one thing right now because I've got too many. Like I'm enjoying this map and I enjoying my map, so you know what I mean. You missed it. Anyway, the picture has very clearly bananas growing on trees, and it came from Farming Simulator. So nothing like nobody said, "Hey, look, there's bananas we're gonna have in the game." But because it is a picture that they had shared, it makes people wonder. I don't know. What do you guys think? I haven't quite figured this out yet because I was trying to think about bananas from the perspective of how do you harvest and grow bananas? Well, they grow on trees, right? Or is it bushes or trees? They're trees, I think. And then harvesting them, I mean, it's not like you use a machine to harvest them. Or do they? Is there a way they do it now that's like got a machine involved? Don't know. So I wondered if it would be like a greenhouse crop or something. But it was very clear that there are bananas in that picture. And nobody knows for sure what that means, or if it means anything, or if it doesn't mean anything at all, but there's a whole lot of speculation around out there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you be okay with bananas? Would you grow them in a greenhouse if they were offered that way? On your map? Or on a map? Keep bumping the wrong button there. Yes, it's appealing. Wheels comes in with the dad jokes. My son-in-law, we go back and forth with the dad jokes. I think my daughter hates it because it's bad enough that I told dad jokes while she was growing up, and now her husband's doing it with their kids, and I join right in. It fits granddad jokes. That's what I'm saying. It's once you become a granddad, your dad jokes just become better because they're fermented, maybe? I don't know. Aged. They're aged. We'll go with aged. Does that make them zestier? Oh gosh. Our construction projects are still underway over there. We've got 2 still underway, but once we get through this and we move to the next month, to October, those should be done. We should have our 2 new barns. They cost a couple dollars, but whatever. Yep, we'll be here. I've been toying with the idea of taking that big field right there behind the farm and the one on the far side of the farm and connecting them and making one kind of big, well, like it'd be an L-shaped field. But I don't know. I kind of like I only have these 3 fields right now, so I kind of like having the ability to do 3, 3 different things. Pretty good dip in the field right there. Let's go up the back side so the pipe's on the proper side. Yeah, I don't know. I've been really struggling with the what to do with my map because I can't seem to figure out what's going on with the textures. And I read some stuff um, online, and there's similar problems with some other maps that they say that it's not the textures themselves, it's the shaders. Um, and then there was a conversation about texture streaming, but again, that doesn't seem to be the issue. Um, but as far as the shaders go, I'm not running any custom shaders in the map. They're all base game shaders. So I would have thought they would have updated with the updates in the game, and maybe that's what's causing the issue, because some of the stuff in there is from the very beginning of the game. So, like, I've been playing my map still. You know, it just doesn't look great. The shaders, I mean, you know, it doesn't look near as good as this one. But it kind of makes me think, you know, I should just move it over to a new updated base map. But I started doing that, but it's just so much work. And I don't mind doing the work, but then it just delays it even more. I don't know. I wish I knew somebody who was really good with shaders that could help me look into it, because I feel like there should be a way to update those shaders. I haven't decided who I should reach out to yet. There's got to be somebody that can help me with it. I was thinking about Stevie because he's helped me with a lot of stuff in the past. But I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. I'm gonna do something though, because I know, like, the other night, several people asked about when they could get their hands on it. Um, I'd like to be able to put it out there for you guys, but at the same time, I don't want to give you something that's crap. Well, we're on the wrong row again. What just happened? Oh, it's full. I was like, why did that happen? Okay, what am I right about? Which thing are we saying right about? It's like I just feel like there should be a simple way to update shaders, you know? Mr. Turtle Speed! How are you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. And then you got that guy. I mean, goodness gracious, if you want to get somebody to help you with automating your farm, just go see Mr. Turtle Speed. He give you every road grid not road grid, road spline you ever needed. Sorry, I'm just picking on you, man. You just got here, so I had to pick on you. Okay, so what's going on here? Why is this not going to let me dump this? Am I not on it all the way? What's going on here? This is not good. Do I... Oh, I might know why, actually. You know what? Well, I might know why. Okay, hold that thought. It's funny, you know, I think that we all go through that because I'm kind of in the same boat right now where I'm like, let's just do the basic stuff. Silo 3. Okay, so I've got 4 there. Why won't that let me? Let's transfer that. Can't do that. From to move that to 4. Give me the thing. Give me the thing. Let's see what happens. But I don't think I needed. I should be able to go to that one. I think I broke the silo. Gosh, I think I broke the silo. I don't want to sell this corn right now, but it's not letting me, silo 3. Ah, now it will. I'm doing more slow play on the farm and doing a lot myself, changing things up. So, you know, it's funny because I found myself at a point where I was like, I didn't want to do course play anymore. I use GPS, but you see what I'm doing. I'm driving the thing and doing all the work, right? And it's not because I have to. It's because I just kind of enjoy it. It's kind of been fun to just kind of settle down and relax. Play my game. Oh, I'm not there. Your YouTube video size is not as big as most YouTube videos. What are you talking about? Bigger. It probably looks a little funny unless you have it on full screen because I'm on a widescreen monitor, so it's going to give you a little less above and below. Yeah, it's because I'm on a widescreen monitor, and I could switch the game over. I do have a monitor that's a standard size that I could switch the game over to, but I don't really want to. I like it on my widescreen, plus the widescreen is a lot better monitor. So, for me, I enjoy playing on it better. Does it look bad, or is it just different? Uh-oh, Streamlabs got somebody. Clunky Sean? Just different, okay. You have to be careful about how long the message is. I think they're set at like 180 characters. Uh, and I know that's not a ton, but it should be enough for most messages. Just something to be aware of. It's just we're trying to keep the chat from getting too cluttered up with long books of text, and it's harder for me to read those long messages while I'm playing, so I just prefer not to have them in there. Yeah, it's really funny. These pockets of fog and stuff I see on a lot of maps. I've never seen one on my map. I've never seen fog like this on my map. And again, it brings me back to that question of, is it because the base map is whatever age it is? I don't know. I'm starting to think more and more and more that I'm probably going to have to just bite the bullet and do the full conversion. And you know, the whole time I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna be picking on Giants and saying this is their fault. Dang it! I'm gonna blame them for it. Somebody's gotta take the heat for it. It ain't gonna be me. Well, if I can help it anyway. Come. Oh wait, that's my automated. I was gonna read my automated message to you guys. We're almost done with the corn. I still gotta figure out what I'm putting in those other fields, but it's September 1st now, so we should be able to plant those fields. I think we'll do that tonight. And then this one, we'll deal with this one after we get those other ones planted. Oh, I saw my first ever real sorghum today. There's a farm down the road that I was driving by, and I looked over and I said, that doesn't look like corn. What the heck is that? And I slowed down and I looked. Danged if it wasn't sorghum growing in that field. Looked just like the sorghum in the game, except, well, real. I was all excited. I was like, oh, I've seen sorghum now. I love living near farms because there's all kind of things that happen and you get to see it and go, hey, I know what that's about, you know. Well, so here's a question for you guys. If I decide to work on moving everything over to a new base map from my map, is that something you guys would be interested in seeing me streaming? I know in the past I've done like live modding streams and like that. Are you guys interested in that at all? Well, I'm just kind of curious how people feel about it. anything is good. That's not true. I could probably find some stuff to stream that you would not really think was good. Yeah, it seems like changing the header on this made a difference. It's helped a bit. I think that other header was just too big. But I don't know. It's still a little slower than I'd like it to be, and I don't really understand why it shouldn't be, but who knows? Do 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 do. It's funny. I started using that realistic folding and unfolding speeds, um, and it's not just folding. It's anything. All the hydraulics, like unfolding a what you call it, a seeder or a plow or anything. Anything that's going to use the hydraulics. It makes the speed more realistic. And now I'm sitting around waiting on the harvester all the time, but it's okay though. It's all good. No, I don't want to not start filling. What the heck is happening here? I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Have you tried changing the fog in the environment XML? So yeah, I had updated the environment XML at one point to one that I knew had fog and stuff in it, and it didn't really change anything for my map. And so it got me wondering if there was something else going on. I feel like there's just something going on with it, and I don't know what that is. It's just, I think it's just beyond me. I think it's something that's, you know, something else is jacked up in there somehow. Alright, let's go see if the white is done. Are we done yet? Are we? Oops. No, 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 I don't. No, no, don't paint it. 79%, so we got about 15:26 when it'll be done. What time is it in the dang game right now? It is 1400, so about another hour and it should be done. Wish they'd get it done. Okay, so don't know if this will pull the baler. I can try it. Now we got it and we haven't used it because it turned out not to be a great piece of equipment for spraying. Just for the record, if you try to hook this up to a sprayer, it will tip the thing over. Just saying. Oh gosh. No, seriously though, it's some of the equipment is just not quite made for what I was trying to use it for. But I don't know if this will pull the baler. I don't think the baler requires that much horsepower. So let's find out. Do we have any bets? So I haven't went through the log, Jewel, and I can't find any error pertaining to that at all. There were a couple of small errors that were related to some textures, but they were textures on things that I had added in that I knew were not right and I would needed to fix, and I completely forgot to fix them. But they were not like anything that would have caused that kind of a problem. They were just you know, like missing mid maps and stuff. So beyond that, I just don't know. I don't know. This is not the first time it's happened when something came up that I was completely baffled about. It just happens sometimes. There was that one time. No, seriously, it's just, I mean, I think it has a lot to do with the age of the base map. Because they've done so many upgrades this year, this game, shall I say. And that base map is from the very beginning. Whoops. Jumped right out of the tractor. Teleported myself into a whole nother tractor. Show up. That's my point. I've never seen any fog on my map. I've never seen a hurricane, a tornado, excuse me, not a hurricane, tornado. Um, None of the weather events at all, other than rain. Are we not on auto unload? Change bail, reset bail, unload bales early, lift pickup, full pickup, unload. Yeah, it should have been on auto unload. Why is it not? And well, I've never seen one on Riverbend unless I spawn it myself. Oh, well, I've never spent enough time on Riverbend to really know for sure about that one. I just know on a lot of the mod maps I've played, they show up. I could try spawning one on it, I guess, and see if it shows up then. But that doesn't, and I'm not saying any of that's related. It's just interesting to me that it seems to be somewhat related. You know what I mean? Um, but again, the entire issue, I can send you some screenshots on Discord if you want. The entire issue is all about uh, textures, but only when you're close up. Like so, like if I jump into the cab here, you see I can see everything fine, right? Everything's clear. The stickers are nice and clean and clear, crisp. All these buttons and everything are clean and crisp. But if I do that same thing on my map with this exact same tractor, they're all blurry, and it's somehow got something to do with the map. But how does the map cause that? I don't know. It's weird. And I've seen it on a couple other maps. So I know that it's not just me. I know that it happens. It doesn't really affect the gameplay other than things just don't look as good as they could. And for me, that's a problem because I put a lot of hours into the map because I want a nice map. And then it kind of looks crappy. And I'm like, oh, well. Welcome everybody to the stream tonight. If you're new here, take a second and say hello. I'd love to hear from you. If you're on Twitch, I mean, I guess I just would say if you enjoy the stream, give me a follow over there. If you're over here on YouTube, it would be wonderful if you could hit the thumbs up button, or you can hit thumbs down if you want. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's the algorithm likes it. So, and I would love a subscription if you want to subscribe. And if you're on Twitch and you want to subscribe, that's great. I am an affiliate, and you can subscribe there. You can subscribe with your Twitch Prime subscription if you want. You know. Anything you want to do, but I'm just glad to have you come by and say hello. Someday when I grow up, I want to be big and famous in the streaming world. Excuse me. Anyway, I started to say, it's probably a little late for that because I kind of grew up already, but I've never really grown up, so, you know. Kind of at that point in my life where now I can just be a kid because my kids are grown and most of them are grown. I still have one under 18, but he's not far from it. I can't believe it, but he's not. Kids grow up so fast on you, I tell you. I saw I actually downloaded a few different maps this week too that I saw pop up. Some of them are, well, all of them came from itch.io, so they're PC maps, but I'm not sure if any of them are headed for console at some point. But I also saw a really nice early gameplay of Lancy Boy's new map, and it isn't out yet. It's still pending approval, I guess. I think it's been submitted. I'm not sure. It's either in testing or it's been submitted. But there's been a few guys streaming it, that one too, and that's another one that looks really, really nice. He's done a really good job with that. It doesn't have a ton of like factories and stuff on it, but he spends his time really building the details into the maps, and that's one of the things I like about his maps. Um, they're they're very clean and crisp and decorated and feel very realistic, and I just really enjoy that in a map. And it's an American map. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head at the moment, but it looks really, really nice. I'm trying to keep track of all this stuff so we can show it to you guys as it comes out. You know, I mean, there's so much going on right now in the modding community. There's so many things coming out and so many people working on projects. It's unbelievable. Oh yes, farming in Indiana. That's it. Have you seen the previews on it? Looks sweet. Looks really, really nice. And there's the Taterland map. And I looked at it, and I downloaded it, and I popped into it, and I saw potatoes everywhere, and I just went, hell no. It scared me. There was so many potatoes. I couldn't do it. It was like potato nightmares. I think it needs to be a multiplayer map for potatoes. Do I like mining maps? I haven't played very many of them because to me, so this is going to be an unpopular opinion, and I'm sorry to those who feel differently, but I'm just going to say it. This is farming simulator. It's not construction simulator. It's not fishing simulator. It's not mining simulator. So it's not lumber simulator. I do feel like all those things have a small piece to play in the game, but when you dedicate an entire map to just logging, you're playing a different game now. Same thing with mining. You're playing a different game now. There are plenty of mining games out there if that's what you want to do. So to me, I just don't gravitate towards those kind of maps. And I have no problem with it, people that do, if they want to do that. It's just not my thing. Probably not gonna ever see me do that. I think, but listen, that's not um a new perspective for me. This is always who I've been in this game. I've said this for years. I think there's some great things that you can have in the game, but oh boy, come on, get up the hill. Whew. I thought we were in trouble there for a minute. But it's those things are not. I don't know. And again, it's just opinion. But this is the beauty of this game, right? Is that everybody can play it the way they want to play it. So if you like to mine, all the more power to you. If you like to fish, have at it. I have no problem with you doing it. I'm probably not going to join you, but that's just me. And even the productions, to some degree, I tend to gravitate more to the productions that are use stuff we've actually created on the farm, um, than to productions that are kind of fanciful, made up things. Just, you know, just nothing against anybody. I mean, I just, that's how I see the game. That hasn't always been that way, I guess. I mean, there were times I played maps that were kind of strange maps that had other features and like that, but it's why like I know Wheels he used to love the PV Valley, Pleasant Valley stuff. And Dave, the guy who makes those maps, he's got an incredible ability to think outside the box and create things that other people don't think of. And that's really cool. And I'm glad that there are people who enjoy that because that gives him an outlet, right? Uh, but for me, I find those maps overwhelming, so I just don't play them. And you know what, Wheels? It's really funny because there were times when I would sit down and I would watch DageNet stream, and I would just watch for like hours of him running around and doing all these things, and it's interesting to me and it's fun to watch, but I just can't wrap my head around it. And I think that's why I feel the way I do about the game. I think I just like the basic stuff because it's simple. I can comprehend what's happening. I can just do what I need to do, make it happen, you know? But yeah, I remember watching quite a few of your streams when you were doing Pleasant Valley stuff. What was the one when you had to build the bridges and all that? I think that was in 20. I want to say that was 22. TV Rivers, yeah. And that was a cool map. And it, like, all the different things he comes up with to put in it. I don't know how he thinks of this stuff. I really don't. It's like, how? How does your brain work that way? But uh, that's cool that it does. It's just not my thing because I just can't. I can't. I just get so. Oh boy. Remember, wasn't it one of his maps that had all the sand piles and you had to dig the sand to find stuff underneath the piles? I feel like it was one of his maps. It was like these huge piles of sand, and I can't remember what you were doing with the sand afterward. But you had to do something with the sand. Sand or coal or something. But you had to dig it with a loader. It was definitely one of his maps. I just don't remember which one it was. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm hoping Jewel will finish her map at some point so I can actually try that one out, but I don't know what she's doing over there. You waiting on, girl. Get that thing done. I know. Shut up. It's okay. You can tell me to shut up my own business. Many people have over the years. Well, there's one of the guys that I do watch on YouTube. He started a bunch of maps, and he said he's never actually finished one. So he's got himself on a challenge now. He gave himself 28 days to start a map and finish the entire project, and he's holding himself to it by doing it on YouTube, where people can watch him stream what he's doing. And he said he's hoping that will force him to finish it, because people are watching and waiting for him to finish it. Billy Alpaca is in process of taking Dave's factories and making them compatible with any map. So that's cool. Especially given that Dave's kind of stepped back from Farm Sim. Because there's a lot of people who really enjoyed his stuff, right? So what a great way to do it is to make it so anybody could use it on any map, and then people who really enjoy it have access to it without it having to be a specific map he made. I like that idea. So to me that's kind of cool, because then someone like me who wants to build a specific kind of map, I can do what I like to do, and you can then take what you have that you really enjoy from those kind of placeables and use them on the map if you like it, even though it doesn't have those placeables on it. Yeah, take it or leave it. What's my early unload button? Oh, throw that bale. It's like a half a bale, but it doesn't look like it. How come visually they don't make the bales look like half bales when they're half a bale? I wonder if it's not possible. Sort of like the ground can't be deformed in certain areas. Did I say that out loud? Sorry. There's something stuck in the ground right there too that I keep hitting, like metal wheels or something. There's a piece of me, a little tiny piece of me that wants to go into the editor and pull out some of the decorations that are in this farm because they're kind of in the way. They're not like, you can't move them. I'm like, oh, why are they there? They should have been deletable. But I mean, I get it. It's, you know, not everybody builds everything, so it's deletable. I think we just found a new use for our little tractor. Where did you tell me I could see? Let's see. I'm trying to see where the add thing is. Okay. Okay, looks like we're about 4 minutes from ads on Twitch, just so you guys know. About 4 minutes. Ah, Miss MSX, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Didn't know you weren't following me on Twitch anymore. I'm hurt. Now I'm hurt. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. I need my spiky thing. Where is that? I think I left it in the... Yeah, it's in there. You just noticed? That's okay. I just noticed too. Swear to God, I just heard a cat. And I don't have a cat. What the heck is that? Was it in the barn? I don't have a cat here. Wrong shade of green, right? I know, I know. It's all in your perspective. I hear pigs too, and I don't have what? Where are these sounds coming from? Hey, they must be in the map. I don't know. Weird. I have no idea because I don't have any of those animals. You know what the problem is, Miss? I don't have unlimited money, so because I'm not a rich farmer, I can't afford all those expensive green toys that you like. I have to stick with the American-made stuff because it's cheaper. It's not cheaper once it breaks down because they won't let you work on your own stuff anymore. They're still fighting that war over here. Yeah, it's just what it is. You know, I mean, it comes down to the manufacturers just trying to make more money one way or another. And so they're going to be like, well, you know, we have to do this, we have to do that. It's a money thing. I don't have a bale trailer, so I'm just trying to make this work. I agree. I absolutely agree with that. How's things in the Great North? Just relaxing. Well, it's gotta be, it's 10 o'clock here, so what's it gotta be there? It's gotta be the middle of the dang night, yeah? Play games in the machine. Nice. Nice. It's 4 in the morning. Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. Oh, gosh. That's okay. We'll all get enough sleep when we're dead. Unless we don't. Unless there's a party in the afterlife. This is the... there it is. 3400, the John Deere 3400 telehandler. It's Black Sheep Modding made this one, and it is an actual machine. The John Deere dealership up the road from me has one of these on their lot right now as we speak. It doesn't look this good. It's very beat up, but I think it's an older piece of equipment. I don't think they still make it, but they did make it at one point. Maybe they still make it. I shouldn't say that. I don't really know that. But I did see one at the John Deere dealership, and I was like, "Ah, look at that! That's cool." Also, I saw a grain cart up there, and I was like, "Oh my gosh! I can't believe how big the grain cart is." You know, it's like you see these things in the game, and you don't think they don't look that big, right? And then you see them in real life, and you're like, oh my gosh, look at the size of this monstrous thing. The tires on the grain carts are bigger than me. They're taller than I am. And I'm fairly tall, 6'2", so. Still playing 22. Nothing wrong with that. I still have 22 installed on my on my computer. I haven't played it much lately, but it's funny because I was looking at my the homestead map the other day, and I thought I ought to dig that out and play it a little bit. I don't know if I have all the mods that go with it though, because there were some required mods with that one. I don't know if I can find them anymore. The 22 stuff seems to still be pretty available. You want a blast from the past? I broke out FS13 not too long ago just to play it a little bit to see what would happen. That was pretty funny. I forgot how that game, the mechanics in that game are not good. They weren't bad, but they were not good compared to what we have now. You were planning on doing what? Oh boy. Oh, limited power. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you stayed up there all summer? Doing any fishing and hunting and all that while you were up there? Oh, that's okay. That's the long winter sport. Well, not for you though. Plowing and stuff keeps you busy, doesn't it? couple of reindeer. Cool. I've had venison all my life, you know, but I've never had reindeer. I wonder how it is comparatively. Well, have you had? I mean, you've had regular venison like regular deer or not? Or do you only have reindeer up there? Because that's a question. I don't even know. I don't know the answer to that. We have moose and reindeer, no regular deer. Okay. Which kind of makes sense because I think the smaller deer would be, I don't know if they would be hardy enough for the environment up there. I just wonder how the meat compares, you know what I mean, to regular venison. Or to, technically, I guess it's probably all still venison. I don't know. Anyway. I've had moose, but not from up there, obviously, but I have had Alaskan moose. And elk, because when I was, you know, growing up in Washington State, elk was one of the things we hunted out there. Our deer were different out there, too. They were smaller. We had blacktails and we had muleys. I don't remember ever seeing a whitetail out there. It wasn't until I got to New England that I saw whitetails. One of these days, someday, in the not too distant future, I'd love to visit that part of the world where you guys are at. I promise I won't come knocking on your door in the middle of the night or anything, but I would like to visit the area. Maybe not specifically your town, you know, but that kind of general area. Wow, that's a lot of salmon. Yum. Maybe we got any other hunters and fishermen and fisherwomen and all that in here? Anybody else in here that outdoorsmen, outdoors people? I don't want to like be sexist, so outdoors people. It's not sexist, okay. Well, you know, in today's world, you don't know, and people get weird about stuff. And you know, I don't use it like that way. Like, for instance, you know, my daughter and I were talking about that not too long back. That I consider her an outdoorsman because she's, you know, as good a hunter and fisher person as I am. But but it doesn't. It's irrelevant that she's female. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any difference. And so, but people get weird about stuff like that nowadays. So you never know. You have to be careful what you say. But I call her an outdoorsman all the time. Neither one of us has really been hunting or fishing much lately, but I gotta start back at least fishing because I got grandsons that need to go fishing. More men like hunting than ladies, more ladies like knitting compared to men. Um, I guess that's probably not wrong, to be honest. Um, I'm gonna go with that. I think you might be onto something there. I wish I had a way to hunt those guys right there. That's that stupid hog and whatever pack, and I've never used any of the equipment. And I keep putting that DLC in here because I bought it. And every time I see those stupid hogs, I just want to shoot them. And I can't keep them out of the fields, and they do damage to the fields, and it makes me annoyed. And no matter how much I chase them out of the field, they just come right back. So if anybody wants a pet pig, come on over and get it. I'll give it to you free. There we go. All right. Yippee! That's all done. Yeah, I know my yard's kind of a clutter here, but I got 2 buildings under construction, so I don't have everything picked up and where it belongs yet. So forgive my yard. The other forward, Chris. The other forward. All right. This is pretty cool. Just every time you drop those things in the, I can't get up that ladder. I've tried 100 times, but the straw bales are all up top now. It's stacking them up there. I don't know how many it'll hold, but oh, it says 200. We've only got 47. I wonder if some of them are going to come down here after that gets full up there. Hmm. And then you can dump loose straw in here too. Where that goes, I have no idea. I haven't tried that yet. Kind of a neat building. I think it's actually one of go under the shed. Yeah. All right, so let's see where we're at here. So we've got these 2 fields. I need my mouse. Give me my mouse back. Okay. Okay. So those are partially fertilized. That's okay. We'll put fertilizer down when we plant them. Okay. I wanted to see 3 and 4. Do 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 do. Having a lot of fun with the soil and fertilizer mod too, but so 3 is done. Oh boy, has it got me on my toes. And 4 is good to go. So many pieces to it. All right, crop calendar. So we are in September. We could plant alfalfa. We don't need it. Clover, we don't need. We don't need field grass right now. We got enough grass. We could do green rye, but really no point. We could do rye, but again, I don't really know what, or spelt, or tritical, or winter barley and winter wheat. So I'm thinking maybe we'll put wheat and barley in there. But we still got a lot of work to do on the other field before we even get close to doing anything with that. So I'm not worried about that yet. Um, I do have a planter already. I don't know what's in it for fertilizer. I want to say it's anhydrous, but it probably ain't. Farm Junior, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Let me see what's in this. I don't know if it'll tell me if I just walk up to it. It's probably gonna. Oh, it will. Yay! Look at that. That's cool. Oh, it's got urea in it. Really, I think we really should put starter in it, but I don't know if that matters. Urea is such a high end. I think it'll be fine if we just use urea. We're gonna need seeds, so. All right. So let me see. Do I have seeds? I feel like we should still have some seed, but it might be down at the store. Because I don't know if I ever brought it back, to be honest with you. Wait, what's this over here? Is that, that might be more urea. Yeah, it's urea. Oh, what map is this? This is the rural farmlands of Ohio. Lordy, lordy, look who's 40. Oh, there's seeds there. We can use seed out of this. I hope it'll fill it. We'll find out. we gotta first we gotta get this thing hooked up because this planter does not like to be hooked up. I'll show you. You guys will laugh. I will. Hopefully you'll laugh. I might just be too, I don't know, simple to hook it up. I don't know. What's that word you guys use over there? Daft? Do you guys use? No, that's an English word. Never mind. Yeah, this is a really great map if you're looking for a cool map to play. Oh, look at that! What the heck? Why didn't you do that the last time? That would have been so much easier. Oh goodness gracious! All right, hook yourself up. Yeah, if you're looking for a good American map, I like this one. This one's got some really nice hills, got some big fields, some small fields, some medium fields. So this is not the starting farm. The starting farm is down on the other end of the map, and it's a little tiny farm kind of in the woods. It's too small for me, and I just couldn't deal with it. So I moved up here. I moved my entire operation up here. Seeds. Oh, we don't have any. Why don't we have any? Okay, we'll buy some. Hold, please. Here's this. We need to go over here and spend some money. Let's see. Buy. Yes. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up. My farmyard is big. It needs to accommodate Big Olaf. The map I am wanting to play is the Farming in Indiana map. Yes, we were just talking about that. Farming in Indiana it looks great, right? It looks wonderful. I'm really looking forward to that one. And I like the way it's built because there's a lot of things that I can expand on and kind of do my own thing with. I don't know what that means, miss. Who's Olga and what the hell does that got to do with anything? Do I know Olga? Have we ever met? Is it a tractor? It must be a tractor, right? You're going to tell me it's a tractor, right? I hope you're going to tell me it's a tractor, because otherwise I'm going to feel really funny. I call my planter Olga. Oh, she's wide. She's wide. Fair. Okay, fair enough. Okay. So I'm going to put some winter wheat in this field, and then we'll put some winter barley in the other field. And then, if we really feel up to it, we'll fix the other field up. We'll get that ready to do something with. Although I don't know what I'll do with it yet because I'm not really sure what I want to put in that other field. Eat this. I don't know why it does this. Nobody wants to plant two directions. It doesn't make any sense. I think I wanted to go 0. There we go. That's what I wanted. Where's my lines? How come it's not showing me the lines now? Y'all saw me do that, right? Oh, I did it on the wrong thing. Good golly, Miss Molly. There we go. I can see the map that you are playing on. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let me show it to you. Let me get off this because that's just going to make it crazy. There you go. This is the map. When you start the map, if you start this map down here where 24 and 25 are, that's where your farm, your starting farm is on this map. It's a little tiny farm and it's stuffed in this kind of corner of the woods, and I didn't feel like there was a lot of expansion room. So I sold everything out of there, all the buildings and all that, sold the fields, and I moved everything up here to this top corner. Or it's not really a corner. I guess it's sort of center. And I bought the 3 fields around it. Well, 4 technically, because 11 is kind of a field here. And this is the farmyard I'm working out of right now. I just feel like there's more expansion. Now, your vehicle shop is down here. Then, no, sorry, over here. I lied. It's over here. This right here is the downtown area. There's all kind of buildings in here. All of these areas are buyable, which is really kind of cool because you can buy the land that's there, and then once you buy that land, any building that's there, like if there's a production or something on there you don't want, you can get rid of it. So it's kind of nice. Gives you a lot more expansion room. There's another like a this is the warehouse, like a where you buy all the lumber and all that kind of stuff. It's up there. There's some productions around. There's a production here. I don't know what this production is off the top of my head. I think there's more than one up there. Um, there's David, just in case you miss him. There's your animal dealer. It's down in here. And of course, um, you got all the fields that are around this. On the water over here, there's a boat that comes with the map. You can drive around the water. You can take it all up and down this waterway. Uh, and there's like some slots along here. You can see if you can buy sections of the water. So normally you don't see that on a map very often, but I kind of like it because if you wanted to buy these sections up and then get rid of the water that's there, you could then landscape that area and use it to put some farms or some fields or whatever on, right? So it's kind of a neat idea. It's not something you see a lot, but it's the author chose to do that, and I kind of think it's cool. Um, and then there are some areas around the edges and stuff that you can't buy, but I think for the most part, most of it's viable. But there's a few little pieces. But good variety of fields. You got some small ones down here. You got some, more general medium size, and then you've got some of the bigger ones down along this edge. Uh, I'm still exploring it. So there's a lot of this that I haven't even touched yet. I haven't even gotten anywhere near it yet. Um, so, yeah. To be honest, I looked at this field the other day, field 12. I was like, it's almost $3 million. I was like, what? But so right now that you can't. Don't look at my prices and think, "Oh my gosh, that's a $3 million field." It probably isn't. It's up 72% right now. Um, Probably because of the crop on it. But this is because I'm using the um, variable field prices and variable market prices. They're two different mods, but they both do the same thing. They create variations in all the pricing structures and stuff that are going on the map. So you're seeing 72% higher price on this field right now because for whatever reason. So if there's a field you want like that, watch it because at some point it's going to drop off the other direction, right? We might be able to buy that 50 grand or something down the road. I don't know. We'll see. It'd be fun. But again, see, like that one's up 72. And they don't always, oh, there you go. Perfect example. That's down 17%. It's 17% under market value. So it's 1.4 million. It probably would have been like 1.5, 1.6 million before. Right? So it's just a matter of watching the fields you really want. There you go. 151,000 because it's down 17%. You know, this fun. Anyway, but that's the PDA, and it's a pretty good variety. You got roads down along through this way, and you got another main road that goes down along this way, and then we got one down here in front of the farm that I use to get pretty much everywhere. So I felt like that was a really good central area. I don't want to be in downtown because you know it's downtown. You know what I mean? Anyway. When did that do that? And it wasn't even there. I wasn't even there. What the heck? Okay. I don't know what's happening. There we go. Hold on a minute. I didn't already plant this, did I? This kind of looks like I did. Did I already plant this, guys? Wait a minute. I might have planted these. I did. Well, what am I doing? Planting them another time. Did I do both of them? I felt like I might have. I did. Oh gosh. All right, disregard. Let's go back and take the. Oh yeah, there's the boat, and you can go up and down this lake. And I personally, I've only played with it once, and I ran it aground, so just leaving it alone. Okay, so we don't need that after all. That's weird. I was like, I know I planted these, but then I thought maybe I was misremembering. And look at what happened. I tried to plant them twice. Yeah, look at that big old field. I mean, that's $3 million worth of field right there. But it goes halfway across the map. It's huge. Oh goodness gracious. All right, so now we need to. I guess we can start working that other field over. I'm kind of curious. Um, I'm waiting for these other building projects to be done because that's where my cedar is supposed to be, is in that building that isn't finished. Maybe it's a good day to skip through the night. Let's see, we're at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't really have, other than that field to work over, and these ones will get sprayed once we get after our first growth stage. So I think we'll do that. I think we'll just go and we'll take a little siesta. Siesta. This is a cool house too. I think this is one of Icus's houses. Okay, nah, maybe not though. Oh no, this is. You know what? I think this one is from. No, it's not from him either. I'm not sure. I'm not sure now. Anyway, let's take a little nap. We're gonna sleep in a little in the morning. We're gonna sleep till 8 o'clock, which is, I know it's a little early, a little late, but oh gosh, is it raining again? This happened the last time we went to bed early and got up early. Someone left the door open all night. What the heck? Oh, why's our project not done? It should have been done. What's going on here? Is it one more day? Might be one more day. Phase cost. So we are in phase 2 of 2. So it should be done sometime today. Workers took the day off because of the rain. Yep, that's probably true. That's probably exactly what happened. Alright, well, I guess we can, we start working on this. What do we gotta do with this? Let's see. It needs plowing and it needs lime. I think it's gonna need, oh gosh, thinking about putting the compost on it first and then plowing it. I don't think it matters, to be honest with you. It doesn't seem to for the game or for the mod. Still have compost in this thing. There's still compost in there, but not much. Do I have... Thought I had some bags of compost too, but again, that might be down at the store. You know what I ought to do? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go down. Well, let's look and see what we can get here for trucks. I need like something I can put. Wonder if these have. I could do it with that though. But this I think has yeah, I have to pay extra. Oh, wait, what we got here? That's kind of cool. Well, I don't know where the attachers, that's what I'm looking for. 3-point stand. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for either. Do 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 do. I haven't never used this truck. I got it from, I think it's I can't remember who made it. It was a cool truck, but I think we're just gonna grab this one for now and just get the stuff that's down there and put it in there. Do we need a crew cab? Or should we get a day cab? I don't think we need a crew cab. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. I think, yeah, that'll work. We'll just go with that. It'll be a good starter truck for us. And then later on, if we need to do something different, we'll do it. What a weather. What a weather day. Moisture is bad for wiring and electrical equipment. So wear on electrical system slightly higher in these conditions. On top of that, harvesting in weather like this is strongly discouraged. You will only do harm to your combine. So there you go. No harvesting and weather. Wet weather, bad. But I don't have any place to put the tractor right now. Well, I could put it over there, but I'm not worried about it. It's just the one day, okay? Now, what's here? Do I have seeds here? That's seed. That's urea. Let's get some more seeds. Why am I buying seeds? I just bought that whole thing of seeds. What am I doing? That's not what I came down here for. It was for the truck. Oh gosh, I'm getting a little bit like I'm overthinking what I was doing here. What do you think? Can we auto load these? I don't know if we can. Let's see. F1. Start loading. Left shift R. Oh look, we did it. How about the seeds? Can we do the seeds too? We might as well, got them, we might as well take them with us. I bought them and then I didn't use them. Left shift R. Yay, we've got them. I mean, it'll do for now. It's base game. It's nothing special. DW Cobb. Welcome, welcome. How are you, man? How are you? It is magic, but sometimes you just need a little magic in your life to get through the day. You know? It's raining, it's wet. Look at how little slippery. Oh, gosh. How slippery the roads look. You just don't know what's going to happen. So we're going to need a little magic and a little bit of coffee. There's another nice little starter farm right there. There's 3 or 4 really nice little spots on here that would make great little starter farms. Oh my god, you almost took out a soccer mom going home from meeting a soccer dad. Well, I mean, told you we needed more coffee. What about the cement truck? You got bad words for him? Because he just tried to kill somebody. Look at this. I think there's a mod out there that stops them from passing each other. I think that's the worst thing they ever did when they set that up. I know what I was after. You know what I did, guys? I screwed up. I was after lime. Yeah, that's base game traffic. That's how it is now. Ever since the last update, it runs each other over and everything else. It's terrible. That's crazy. I don't like it at all. Shit. You didn't hear that, right? Nobody heard me say that. Sorry. I lost control of my truck. I got a little nervous. I spewed out bad words. Just that one time, though. All right. I need to... I'll put these over there too, actually, now that I think about it. But anyway, I need to see what's in here. I cannot remember what I put in with this. So that one's urea. I thought one of these had... This one's potash. Okay. See, they're all separate, so it's like hard to remember what's where. Alright, I need that tractor, because I'm going to... It's a little bit confusing, because there's so many things going on. You have so many different materials when you're playing with the soil and fertilizer. Yeah, soil fertilizer mod. It's way more in depth than precision farming ever thought of being, but I like it because it is more in depth. But it can be really confusing if you're not really paying attention to what you're doing. And we all know that I'm not always really paying attention to what I'm doing. I do have a tendency to be somewhat absent-minded. Just a little, though. Not a lot. I do love the thunderstorms. Button opens the cover now. Z. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I'm pretty much empty. Okay, so we're gonna have to get, which is what I went down there for, was compost. You see, this is what happens. Okay, we're gonna park that right there. We're gonna get back in the truck and we're gonna get our compost. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get all the things, and it's like, there's too many things. I don't know how much compost we're gonna need, but we're gonna get like 4 or 5 bags of it. I found a mod to make my own compost, and I think I'm gonna try that on this map, because compost is a big part. If you have cows, you can use manure. The other thing is the Ritter made a mod. I don't know if Ritter made it or somebody made it for Ritter's animal mod, but it now puts manure on every animal. Like, every animal produces manure if you put down a pit next to so chickens and pigs and sheep and everything. So you could use that too, and then that would give you more manure. This traffic is terrible. But for now, I'm finding compost is the easiest way to go. It's about $600 a bag. So I've just been buying it and using that, although it does use a lot, and I don't love that, but what are you going to do? You got to have the organic material, so. Oh, I can't see a thing. The sun's reflecting off the road. I'm going to crash into this guy in front of me. Is that the mail guy or something? No, just a slow truck. Oh gosh. Oh Lord. You put me out in the woods, buddy. Oh God. Oh boy, here we go. Whew. We almost died. Don't tell nobody though. Wait, I'm not, that's not right, right? I'm supposed to say we were almost unalived, right? Is that what I'm supposed to say now? Something like that. Something weird like that. Let's see. Compost. Right here. Oh, this, okay, so now I don't know if this one will work. So this is where it gets kind of weird. So this compost goes with the orchards and greenhouses mod, but it's compost. Uh, Over here, you can buy compost that goes with the soil and fertilizer mod. So you see, the difference in price is quite a substantial difference. I just don't know if this one will work. I think what I'll do is get, maybe I'll get a couple of these and try them. I don't know why they wouldn't. It's still it's still compost. So as long as the um, as long as it's got the right name, right? Well, this is only 1,000 liters, though. I think the other one's like more. I want to say this one's like 10,000. Oh, this one's 10,000. So 569 for 10,000 liters. Actually, this is cheaper. If you do the math on it, I think this is going to be cheaper. Wait a minute. How did it go up $3,000 to add one? Wait. Okay, wait. So there's one. Option, add two is $3,000. What? Why is the second bag 3 grand? No, that's dumb. We'll do it like this. We'll just do it like this. You can't make this crap up. You can't. You guys saw that, right? It wasn't me. I wasn't seeing that wrong, right? If I do it this way, it's just gonna be, yeah, that's better. I don't know. I've got a lot of mods in here, so maybe that's part of it. Look, now I got 6 of them. Yay, 6 bags. Why didn't you grab that one? What's up with this one? What? What is happening? Hold on. I lost my game. It just minimized. Or why didn't it take that one? Was there something wrong with that one? Okay, that one is apparently not a fair part of the game. Okay. That's 2 of them now that it didn't take. What's up with this? No, it doesn't like that one. What the heck? It's not in range. It was, but it was though. I don't know. We're gonna see. We'll go around again. It better be in range now. It's right on the side of the truck. Oh gosh. I can't believe that price did that. I didn't notice it the last time I bought compost. This is not the first time I bought compost for this map, so, but I never saw that before, but I don't understand why it would do that. Now I'm gonna have to look into base game and see if it does it with like fertilizer and stuff, because it makes me wonder if that's a glitch in the game or if it's something on the mod. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, if anything, you would think you'd get a discount on the second bag because you're buying it in bulk. No, it was more than that. Yeah, well, yeah. They added $2,500 extra, but so the second bag ended up being $3,000. That was crazy. I never noticed it before until just that moment. I was like, wait, what am I seeing? Because I'm like $500. That's five. That's a thousand. That's 3,000 total for 6 bags. No, it was 3,000, and then it was 6,000, then it was 9,000, and I was like, wait, what's happening? I'm not a mathematician, but I know that that's not good math. Uh, my mama learnt me 1 + 1. Dog math. Oh, that, well, yeah, maybe. Dog math. I like that. That's a good way to look at it. Please start the engine first. I can't remember how much this holds, but my dogs was like one treat equals you starved us for 4 full full days. Oh gosh. Yeah, frickin' dogs, huh? I'm telling you. You know, it's funny, after I lost my dog, I was like, that may have happened after I stopped streaming, I can't remember. But she passed away a couple of years back now, and I was like, I'm never getting another dog. No way. Not gonna do it. And then I moved up to my daughter's, and she has four dogs, and they're all really great dogs. And now more and more, I think maybe I will get another dog at some point, but I still haven't brought myself to do it. But whatever, I've got her four to play with, so, and I don't have to pay for the vet bills with those. So, all right, let's go see if we can make this work. I don't know if we should do this in the rain, because I don't think it's really good to do it in the rain, but we're going anyway. You know why? Because I just don't care. I don't even know what that said, but I don't. It does that. It throws up all these little messages as you go along. It's one of the things in the mod, and I think that's good. But at the same time, I don't completely always know what the heck it's trying to tell me. And it does this weird thing where it says it's done before you get to the end of the field. Not always, but sometimes. See? Soil update, fully treated with compost. But I haven't finished the field. So how is that possible? So I just keep going because I'm like, I don't know if that's right. Although I'm about to run out of compost. See what I mean? It uses a ton of compost. We might have to put it more. That's what? World usage? I mean, like, realistically? We're going to grab some more compost. Finish this. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably real world. Oh, wild. Yeah, I don't know what the normal would be, and I don't know. Again, so there's a lot of pieces to that kind of make me. See, I shouldn't be able to reach that compost from where I'm at. There's like a little bunch of little pieces to this mod that just don't seem quite right to me, and there's a part of me that wants to go in and start tweaking some of these numbers, but I'm like, I don't really want to because I don't want to mess up the mod, and I don't want it to look ridiculous. So, I don't know. But the organic material part of this is a little bit harder to manage because I don't have cows. Even if I did, though, can you imagine if I was using this much manure on every field? I mean, that field's not that big. What's going to happen when I get to the really big fields? I don't even know how I'm going to possibly have enough manure or compost to keep up. It's crazy. And there's so many different things. You have to put down N, you have to put down P, you have to put down K, you have to put down organic, you have to put down weed killer if you get weeds. You have to put, I mean, there's fungicide and there's all kinds of things. And I'm still trying to learn all the pieces. Well, I'll tell you, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's fun, but it's a lot. Someday I'm going to get a farmer to tell me actually what I need to do. A real farmer. You know, one of them ones that actually goes out in the field. Look, from what I know from my dad's cousin, he only composts manures the fields that he has in spring. So, like, he does it once and he's done with it for the year. 7 to 10 per hectare. Well, okay, so there are key bindings you can set to control, like, more or less of the product that you're putting down. And I haven't done that yet. So I do need to sit down and do that. So maybe that's my next thing to do so that I can get some handle on that. Because that's a really valid point. And then I'll call a farmer. 7 to 10 tons per hectare. Okay. 7 to 10 tons per hectare. See, and this is another part of the thing that I haven't quite. So with precision farming, we test the soils and all that. But in this mod, we don't test the soils and stuff. So I don't really know where the percentages and stuff come from. And it's so that's another little piece of this that's got me a little bit like I'm not really sure what I'm doing here because I don't have any data to go by. Just that one little table I showed you guys with the plan. So I don't know. I'm not sure that I'm going to continue to use this mod long term only because of that because it's just there's some pieces to it that I just don't quite feel are right. We're going to plow in the rain. Ooh. I'm going to crash into the building site. Yeah, I don't know, Miss. It's like I said, it's one of those things I'm not really sure yet, and I maybe I just need to do a little bit more research. I'm not really sure, but there's some confusion. My little pea brain is trying to wrap my head around it, and I'm like, I'm not really sure. You know what I mean? But he does run 2 runs of grass and 1 wheat. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. So, that's the other thing I've been thinking about trying because Thunder has been working on. Um, he's been trying to. Well, he's been working on a basically a shell mod that would have all of the data in it that he uses in a lot of his different things. So instead of having to load certain mods when you're playing with his stuff, it would be one big mod basically. But there would be some small add-on pieces. So, uh, and I don't completely understand all of it, but one of the things he's been working on is, of course, he's got the row crop um, mod and all that, and it works great. But he built the precision farming configurator to help set some of the things properly for row crop. Well, in all of that, he started playing around with uh, an add-on for fertilizer, and it has all these same fertilizers in it, but they work with precision farming. So you can use precision farming as your base, and then use all these additional things that you. And I'm starting to wonder if that makes a little more sense, simply because it gives you the option to get your field testing and that kind of stuff done, and then you know what I mean. And then you got your. I did this wrong. I should have done the up and down first. Crunch. I don't know. It's just got me wondering. It's one of those things. I question which one's actually going to be a better option. But I'm going to give it a try on a different map and see how it works in comparison to this one, and try to get a feel for which one is actually better for gameplay. I think. I like the idea of being able to say, well, we're going to start out, we're going to plant the fields, we're going to use starter in our seeder instead of just generic fertilizer, right? We're going to use starter on this. We're going to use, you know, anhydrous on this other thing. We're going to use, you know what I mean? So I like the idea of that from a role play standpoint, and so it makes me think maybe that's from a perspective of just purely gaming, if that kind of would be a better option for, well, especially for content creation and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. So many questions. Not enough answers. But either way, you know. But he does oh yeah, 42. That's all you need to know. Right? 42. The key to everything. .42 and a great big TV screen. Yeah, that patch of low fog in that gully has not gone away the entire game. It's been there since I started the map. That's also one of those things that we were talking about earlier. It's one of those things I don't really know what controls that. I thought it was the environment file, but I can't seem to make fog show up on my map at all. And on some maps it's so thick you can't get rid of it. I don't know. Sorry, I got a little scratchy throat. I've been outside in the weather all day, and so it wasn't a bad day here, but just enough to kind of leave me with a little bit of a scratchy throat. We got some fires going, not right in town, but near us, and we're getting a lot of smoke from it. So being outside in that all day long, I come home and I'm like, I can't talk. And then I jump on here and I talk nonstop for 3 hours, and I'm like, you know, once I get to the point I can't talk anymore, everybody's like, oh good, you finally shut up. Nah. Anyway. Oh gosh. Well, how's everybody doing? Y'all doing good? If you're new here, say hello. Not really. This is the perfect plow for this tractor. I don't know. Maybe this is an 8R. I mean, it's not a. Whoops. Why am I stuck in it? It's an 8400. You don't think it's enough for that plow? It's only a little plow. Alright, so you heard it, guys. We need a smaller plow or a bigger tractor. Which one should we get? It's always going to be the bigger tractor. You guys know that, right? I don't know, man. It's some things. Always the bigger tractor. Yeah, see? Miss knows. Some things are a bigger plow for a smaller tractor. Um, some things I play really realistically, and some things I don't. So it's just, you never know what you're going to get here. Oh crap, that's the wrong row. Oh, I still got a couple of headlands to do. Well, sure. So if this is the first time you've come to my stream, the thing you need to understand is this channel started roughly 10 years ago. And when it started, the original channel was called Funny Farm Gaming. After that, it got rebranded, and for the next few years, it was known as the Sim Asylum. If those names don't tell you something about what was happening around these the farms that we had going on on this channel, well, you know, and it's now Grandpa's Game Shed because I'm kind of doing most of my own thing now, and not that I don't like having people around. I do. I enjoy playing with other people too. But I took some time off, and when I came back, I decided I was going to rebrand everything, and so that's kind of what it became. And yeah, so now you have a kind of an idea why it's always going to be a bigger plow or a bigger tractor or a, you know, why are things flying through the air that shouldn't be, or yeah, so on and so forth. Nothing ever happens normally here, ever. Much as I try. Look, we're plowing in a thunderstorm, first of all. That's like, I'm just waiting to get electrocuted. Although technically I got rubber tires on my tractor. I should be okay, right? Isn't that what they say? If you're grounded, you'd be okay? I don't know if it's true. I'm not going to test the theory. You won't get bolted in a tractor? I hope not. I don't want to get bolted at all. Thank you very much. It just seems to me like an uncomfortable position to be in. Never having experienced it. Yeah, I bet. I've been close to lightning when it hit the ground or whatever. Not so close that I was in danger per se, but close enough that it was not something I enjoyed. But I've never actually been in a situation where something hit the car or whatever. That would be, yeah, that'd be scary. I don't know if I'd like it. I remember when I was in training, when I was going to school for my paramedic training, we had a whole section on that where we had to like discuss all of the possible injuries that could happen from being struck by lightning, and there's some crazy stuff. All right, Jewel. Well, thank you for coming out and hanging out with us. I enjoyed having you here. It was like old times. I'm glad I was able to kind of get back in touch with you. Reconnect with you. Take care. We'll be here again probably maybe Sunday night. Happens to me in the plow 2 or 3 times every season in rough weather. Really? That's crazy. You just have that much lightning, thunderstorms, that kind of thing? Is it just that it's... Yeah, you too, Jewel. Jewel the Jet, everyone. Check out her channel on YouTube if you get a second. Um, I will try to put a shout out in here in a minute. But she is a creator that I met years ago, and she's kind of gone from just a little bit of modding work to a pretty good channel with a selection of stuff from modding to map making to XML work to gameplay. It's very entertaining. I highly recommend you check out her channel if you're on YouTube. Let me see if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this actually. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. It's like the whole little train that could, right? Let's see. So if we go, I want to say it is this. Uh, Let's try that. I don't know if that worked at all, but I gotta set that up. But anyway, there's her. There's her profile. So check it out when you get a second, if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I think she would love to have you. Oops, that's not right. Chris, what are you doing? There's still commands and stuff I need to set up that I haven't done yet. Because I just forgot. It's like getting started all over again. It's crazy. It's like all of the things, and you, a big hunk of metal. Okay, front collides, and you can't get a lot of. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm not a big hunk of metal. I don't know what you're saying about me, but that's not nice. Yeah. Anyway, I was gonna say it's funny because trying to get everything set back up it's been like almost like I'm starting all over again because I just don't remember all of the things that I had to do to begin with. So now it's like, oh right, I forgot about that. Oh crap, I forgot about this. Oh dang, I gotta go back and fix that. So it's gonna take me a little bit to get it all worked out, but we'll get there. We'll get there. If you see something that needs to be fixed, holler at me and tell me. I'll fix it. Oh gosh, I promise I will. Guys, don't forget if you're new here, you want to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're on YouTube, or hit the follow button on Twitch, or you can subscribe on Twitch as well if you'd like. That that helps pay the bills a little bit. Um, but anyway, mostly just, if you're new here and you want to kind of keep connected and what's going on and know when we're going live and all of that, hit those buttons. It helps me a lot. It helps build the channel up. I was saying the other night, I was talking about this, and on the YouTube side, I have always been stuck around 800, 850 subscribers. And I mix up whether you guys are subscribers or followers on YouTube. And I've always wanted to hit 1,000 just because, well, there's a couple of additional perks that happen at 1,000, but it's just like a goal for me. I've always wanted to get over 1,000 so that I could feel like I'm still growing the YouTube channel a little bit. And I feel like it would have happened had I not switched to Twitch. And back in the towards the end of the Sim Asylum streams, I was streaming exclusively on Twitch, and I kind of had stepped away from YouTube. And then you'll notice there's not a lot of content on the page now. Well, that happened because I thought I was leaving YouTube completely, so I started deleting stuff that I didn't think was going to matter anymore. In retrospect, I wish I had never done that, because a lot of it is content that I can never get back. It's gone, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? So, but I say all that to say that if you guys can help me get over that 1,000, I would totally appreciate it. It would be great. So I'm not asking for anything that's hard. Just hit the follow button or the subscribe button. Help us get over that 1,000. I would love that. It would make my day, guys. But you don't have to if you don't want to. But you make an old guy happy. But this is, it's not a career for me. I'm just doing it because, first of all, I did try to make it a career at one point, and I realized that it's just not who I am. I'm not that guy that's going to be the pro level streamer. I'm just not. I don't have the right mindset for it. I enjoy streaming, and I enjoy playing the game, and I enjoy hanging out with people and having a good time. But I don't have the drive for all of the business part of it. At this point in my life, I'm basically semi-retired. I'm still working, but only about 4 hours a day, type of thing. And I spent a lot of years in the fire service, and I spent a lot of years in the EMS service, and I spent a few years in corrections, and a few years in military law enforcement, and so on and so forth. So I've done all those kind of things, and I'm not really looking for anything big in my life anymore. But I still got to work, so I still do that part time. But in the meantime, this is kind of my downtime. It's kind of I just enjoy doing this. So, I don't know, just kind of a little bit about me. It's who I am. I tell people all the time I'm just an old grandpa, but truth is, I'm not even 60 yet. Still in my 50s. But I do have a lot of grandkids, so my kids have seen to that. Once your kids grow up, man, you just you think it's all done, right? You're like, oh, good, I'm all done dealing with the little kids and that phase of my life, right? No, then they have kids, and then they here, Grandpa, here, you hold this kid. Oh well, I love them though. They're great. They're great. I have so much fun with my grandkids. I pick on them as much as I can. That's the best of both worlds. I have my own little space in the house, so uh, when they get to be too much, I just come downstairs and hide in my little apartment. Uh, that you know what? It'll probably come to some point. I kind of feel like I'm at the best phase of my life right now. I mean, you know, I don't want to be careful how I say that because I'm not saying having kids and stuff wasn't good. That was great. All of that part of my life was great. But now I'm at a point where I can do kind of my own thing, whatever I want to do. You know, if I want to go out for the evening, I go out for the evening. You know, it's just it doesn't. It's like I don't have anything that keeps me in one spot for very long. I can do whatever I want to do now. And it's funny because I feel like I'm a teenager again, except that I can't move like I did when I was a teenager. So, oh gosh. It's funny. I tease my grandson all the time. I say, you know, I'm gonna go downstairs and play some games, and he says, "You're gonna play video games?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "How come I can't play video games all day, but you can?" So I don't know. You got to talk to your mom about that. And I get the, "Dad, what are you doing? You starting trouble again?" I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so like I said, guys, you know, I'm just hanging out, having a good time. I hope you guys enjoy the stream. If you don't, I get it. But you know, I don't feel bad about saying, "Hey, look, this isn't my follow X. This guy's a little nuts or whatever." Because I am. I'm a little nuts, but it's okay. You know, it's what life's all about. It's just having a good time. Long term, my goal is to get eventually get a community server going again, and maybe get some people in that want to play. Um, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know when that's going to happen right now, but oh, I didn't think of that. I'm gonna have to work on that one. Nah, see, your nephew. Now your nephew's gonna grow up understanding that there's no such thing as a bad color. He'll understand. Pink is a good color too. Nah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to work on one of my grandsons with that one now. I didn't even think of that. You guys don't see me online for a few days is because I got myself in trouble, and it will definitely be Mrs. Fault. Uh, he had to get new gym socks, pink ones, to be faster than everyone else. That is awesome. That's awesome. Did it work? Was he faster than everybody else? Because you know how that works. If it's in his head and he thinks it's true, it very likely could have worked. No, he came home crying over it. Oh gosh. You broke him. No, I know you do. Some things never change, thankfully. So you've been around here since what, about... You played, actually, you played the original, uh, Great Western Farms on 15, didn't you? I think you were on the server with us back then. And I don't think you've changed a bit since the day I met you. Maybe it was 17. You played at some point on the server with us, though. Your ACO 8810 has become a victim of poor quality consumables during maintenance. That can happen unless you knowingly choose cheap aftermarket substitutes yourself. Right now, the service interval is shortened. The components wear are slightly increased. A repeat maintenance service will fix the problem. You can identify it through inspection. A basic inspection will warn you about the shortened intervals, while a full diagnostic will reveal the poor quality consumables. Good lord, I told them to fix my tractor and they used crappy parts and now it's still gonna need work. It's gonna have to wait. I can't do it right now. See what happens? You think you're getting the good stuff and you get the cheap stuff. Alright, I think we're going to skip forward one more day because this rain is killing me. Alright, let's go to... Anybody want to go fishing? See if this will go on the rack. Some of this stuff does, some of it won't, some of it will. Yeah, see. Oh, wait, it did. Nope, just that one bag. Why did just that one bag go up there? Oh, there they go. It's really weird. This rack has got some weird glitches to it. Sometimes it'll put everything up, sometimes it won't. What was it you parked in a tree, miss? It was a... Was it a side-by-side? Maybe it was a pickup truck. It was something. It was hilarious. You were jumping it over something, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. It was the hen house. Yeah, I don't think did you never moved it, did you? I think it was there forever after that. Whoops, wrong side of the door. Listen, my point in telling in mentioning all of that, guys, is like I said, nothing serious around here ever. Miss has been around here a long time. She can tell you. Most of the people that have been around here a long time can tell you nothing is serious here ever. So if you take everything really seriously, I'm sorry, but it's not the way we do things here. Hey, look, our building's done. We have another storage building. Yay, we're gonna need it. We got more equipment to put away. Let's see if our big one's done over here, because the one I was doing over here. Yay, this is for the harvester. I don't know if it'll fit in there, but I hope it will. She's truck and trailer up on. Yes, I do remember that, and I don't know how you did it either. We never did figure out how you did it. You knew how you did it, but you never told us. Yeah, this will work, right? For you think we'll find out. Let's find out. Come here, little harvester. Where are you? Here you are. Look at that. Just like we knew what we were doing. Now I'm going to take this header off so I can move that other one. Can I get that off? Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Hold on, I'm catching up. So I left it there. I think I used a log. The log physics. Yeah. That could be. That sounds about right. Look at the ruts on the floor in there because of dirt. Ay. So for any of you guys that are not familiar with how I'm gonna just go with Pappy because I don't know what else to call him because the way it's spelled, it sounds like it looks like Pappy to me. But his maps, he figured out how to extend the ground deformation physics, and I fell out. I just fell out of the thing because yeah. Anyway, so his maps have that extended ground deformation in them, and I'm gonna tell you, if you haven't played on any of them, it's pretty cool. It's a really cool way to bring a little more realism into the map. And it's only certain materials. It's not every material in the map, but certain materials will actually have ruts and stuff that form under your tires. Um, so for the most part, it's things like dirt and mud. Mud is really bad. Mud you can sink away to Timbuktu and never come back. But dirt will do it. Even the grass, if it's like you're driving around on the painted grass, there'll be sections of it that will have ruts in it afterward. And they're not deep ruts. They're just, but you can see the ruts. See the ruts in here, and they're not just like they're not just like looking like ruts like the terrain decals that we have in the game. These are actual ruts forming in the, and the more you drive over the same area, the deeper the ruts get. And so it's a pretty wild concept, and so that's another one of the things I really like about this map. So it feels very real because of the way these work, and they they will reset. See this whole section? It's got um, look at the holes and the ruts and stuff in here from the heavy machine going over them, and they'll over time they'll reset. Like when you go out of the game and come back in, this will be smooth again. Unfortunately, they don't stay there, and I wish they would because that would be cool. But nobody seems to know how to make them stay. It's sort of like the tracks that disappear at the end of a save game. It's just the way it is. But it's a neat effect, and yeah, he worked it out and started putting it in his maps, and I was really lucky because I spent just a couple minutes in a conversation with him on Facebook, and he was willing to tell me where to look at the settings, which settings to look at to make that happen. So I've been playing with it on my own map, but it's it's pretty wild. You can make any material do it if you wanted to do it. And now I'm going to tell you the same thing I've said in the last couple of streams. This is the effect. Yeah, probably. This is the effect that Giants says can't be done. Giants will tell you that this cannot happen because the only place you can have defamation on your materials is on the fields. They have said that multiple times now. Oh, we can't make ruts in the dirt and stuff because, that can only happen on the fields. And the way they have it set up at the beginning, that's how it was. But when you start to figure out where to look, so what it comes down to is this is just giants being giants and not wanting to deal with it. It's too bad because it's so simple. So simple. I remember in FS15 production is impossible. Right. And then in 17 we had so much production. What was it? In 15 we had a lot of production too. A lot of it was who the crap was that did all those productions? They came up with a whole system. You know who I'm talking about. LS Modding. I think it was LS Modding Company or something. Somebody. Anyway, they came up with all the different ones, right? Built the whole framework for it. And said, no, that can't happen. We said, oh yeah. This is our hayloft. These aren't actually here because you can see you can walk right through them because they're not actually there because they're it's a storage building, so you know how that works. All right. Well, guys, it's midnight here, and I do have to get up and do some work tomorrow, but I have totally enjoyed hanging out with you guys this evening. I, again, would remind you, LS Modding Company. Yeah, that's who it was. Please just take a minute and hit the like button on YouTube. And if you want to subscribe, that would be wonderful. Also, hit the follow over on Twitch if you're over there. Again, I would totally appreciate it. In the meantime, I probably will be back on Sunday night. I don't know for sure yet, but probably, most likely. And there's going to be links in the videos after these posts with the Discord and all that. I will finish getting all that set up so it shows up in the chats as soon as I can. But you're more than welcome to come over and join my Discord. I also have a Facebook page you can come check out. Everything is under Grandpa's Game Shed. And I even have an Instagram. Don't use it much, but I have it. So anyway, if you enjoying it, come see us. Come hang out. All right. Well, with that, I'm gonna get the heck out of Dodge and get out of your hair. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, like I said. And this is the rural farmlands of Ohio and my screwed up version of it. You're welcome, miss. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I appreciate you. All right. We'll see you. Have a good night.
I got my head in the clouds so high, feet on the ground, but I still get by. Rules were made for someone else to try, but now